Hello Nessie Cakes and welcome back to my channel. And this is another video that I really enjoy shooting besides my unboxings, and these are tag videos. And there's so many different kinds. There's pin tags, there's food tags, there's question tags. So this is gonna be fun, and this one is called the Fall Questions tag. And I was tagged by my sister from another Mr. Deandra, aka All That Is Pink Disney Magic, okay? I'll make sure to link her channel below with her fall tag. That way you can see how we compare, okay? And these are a lot of fun, guys. I've got 15 questions here, and please excuse me if I look down a lot because the questions and answers are in my lap so I don't forget anything. But fall is one of my favorite, all-time favorite times of the year. Because, you know, not only the best holidays are in fall, like Halloween and Thanksgiving, but it also brings on like fall season shows on TV. You get a lot of fall flavors, the cold weather to wear lovely sweaters and scarves and snuggles. And also, it's not only that, but it's also my wedding anniversary, my parents' wedding anniversary, my in-laws' wedding anniversary, my grandparents' wedding anniversary. We all got married in fall because we live in Texas. And if you try to get married in the spring or the summer, you will burst into flames. And that's not cute, okay? So let me go ahead and get started, okay? So 15 questions, and here they go. The very first one is favorite Halloween movie. Now, my favorite Halloween movie is Beetlejuice. I love that movie. It's funny, it's scary, and it's got some of the greatest visuals as far as Halloween goes ever. You know, from giant sandworm snakes to the man that got run over by a truck and he's like this, and he's super duper flat, all practical effects, very little CGI unless you're in Saturn during the sandworm scene. So if you haven't seen it yet, please go see it. And for you children out there, Beetlejuice also has an animated series. I think it's about 2 seasons long, so it's about 2 DVDs. Unfortunately, they don't show it anymore. That was an early 90s kind of thing. But if you can get your hands on it, please go see it, okay? It's so good. Number 2 is apple or pumpkin pie. Kind of a dumb question, guys. I think pumpkin pie is the more superior of the pies. Now, the reason why I say that is because we don't get pumpkin pie all the time. It is a seasonal item unless you make it yourself or you like buy it by the slice from like an actual bakery. So when fall comes around, pumpkin is everywhere. So pumpkin pie comes out, and that is my favorite, especially with some Cool Whip on top. It is just so good. Pumpkin pie. Number 3 is Halloween party or explore a haunted house. Myself personally, I would say Halloween party. And the reason is I am terrified of haunted houses. To be honest with you guys, this apartment that we live in is a haunted house, okay? I swear to God, I'll turn the corner and John will show up and just scare the bejesus out of me for no reason whatsoever. So I forever live in a haunted house situation. So I would have to say a Halloween party. Any excuse to dress up, have a few cocktails, because there's always time for a cocktail, and just have a good time with my friends and talk and chat. I would have to say Halloween party, okay? Number 4 are store pumpkins or ones picked from the patch. Now, as far as uniqueness and selection goes, I would have to say pumpkin patch. However, if you're talking about value, I would have to say store-bought pumpkins. This pumpkin right here behind me on my little window over there came from my job, and it was only $5.99, okay? So most pumpkin patches, especially around here, they're hosted by churches or youth groups or stuff like that, so it's all on donation, and usually the lowest donation is about $20. And, you know, that's all well and good, but I don't think that's right for a pumpkin. It's a pumpkin that's gonna get carved and it's gonna, you know, mold up and be gross. So I personally just like the store-bought pumpkins for the value, but I'll give the donation anyway at a pumpkin patch. But just not pick up any pumpkins, but do the donation. Number 5 is favorite fall scents. Now, there's a lot to choose from, but I would have to say anything cinnamony. I love the smell of a nice deep cinnamon, maybe even a clove. Oh, I love smells like that. It just reminds me of baking and, home, basically, okay? So let's see. Number 6, favorite fall drink. Now, when she tagged me, I didn't know if she meant regular or alcoholic. So I'm just gonna go ahead and give you both, okay? My favorite regular fall drink is a hot apple cider with brown sugar and a pat of butter inside of it. I know it's not good for your waistline or anything like that, but it is so good. It is silky and smooth. It's a little bit thick because of the butter, but man, does it warm you all the way down. So I would have to say that. If it's a alcoholic beverage, I like an Angry Orchard hard apple cider with a shot of Fireball dumped into it, because it tastes, I know it sounds weird, but it tastes like a warm piece of apple pie. It is so good. And it's one of those drinks that you can kind of just sip on, okay? Because it is a mixed drink, with the ale and the, or the cider and the whiskey. It is definitely a sippable drink, but it is so good, okay? So give those a try if you get a chance, guys. Number 7 is Halloween or Thanksgiving. Is that even a choice? I mean, come on, guys. Everybody loves Thanksgiving, but Halloween is the ultimate when it comes to fun. So I would have to say Halloween, okay? Number 8 is most beloved pumpkin foods. Now, my all-time favorite pumpkin food has to be a pumpkin roll. And if anybody knows what it is, it's basically a piece of pumpkin cake that's rolled, like it's a long sheet, and then you put cream cheese icing, and then you roll the whole thing up and you slice it until basically it looks like a roll, like a log, and it is so good. And it's one of my favorite things because you get, I'm sure there's pumpkin like muffins or cupcakes with cream cheese frosting, but it's the only way to get evenly distributed cream cheese frosting, because everybody knows that's the best part is the frosting. So pumpkin roll. Number 9 is corn maze or a haunted hayride. I've never been to either. Now, the Halloween purist in me, especially because one of my favorite Halloween movies is also The Shining, I would think a corn maze would be awesome. However, the fear of getting lost in those things or not being able to find my way out kind of panics me. And also, a haunted hayride sounds like a lot of fun. I love horses and stuff like that. However, I have really, really bad allergies when it comes to grasses and hays and stuff like that. So even though I'd be having a good time, Mama's face would be all red, her eyes would be all weepy, and you don't want to see that because it's not cute, all right? Number 10 is favorite candy to eat on Halloween. Now, I love all kinds of candy. There's really not a candy I found that I haven't liked, except for black licorice. That is the devil. But I have to say anything that is chocolate and peanut butter, like a Reese's cup or Reese's Pieces, or maybe even one of those old school Mary Jane bars or a Chico stick. Like peanut butter candies are like one of my favorites. I even like those orange and black paper wrapped peanut butter kisses that taste like peanut butter toffee. Not a lot of people like them, but I do. It's an acquired taste and they're delicious, okay? Let me see. Number 11 is favorite childhood memory. Now, I've got a lot of those that I kind of hold dear, but I would have to say my top 2 is going trick-or-treating with my parents on base, because the retired captains and colonels and all the high-ranking officers always give full-size candy bars, when I was a kid at least. So I would love to do that. And it's also like a super safe place to trick-or-treat, because you're inside of a military base. You would have to be crazy to do a crime on a military base. And then my second one is, ever since I was a kid, I think maybe I've had 2 or 3 in my whole lifetime store-bought Halloween costumes. All of my costumes, me and my mom used to make. And one of my a couple of my favorites. One of them, she made me a vampire bride dress, and it was basically an old wedding dress from Goodwill. We spray painted it and rolled it around in dirt so it looks like I just came out of the grave. She made me this big tulle black veil that went all the way to the floor, and so that was a good one. And then my other one was Medusa, and my mom made the dress out of a black garbage bag and a wig with all, that was green with my own hair also coming out of it because I've always had long hair, with plastic snakes and stuff like that. I mean, that wig was heavy, but it was the bomb. I even had like scales on my face and that line right here that the snakes have with the it was so cool. So cool. One of these days, I'm going to have to see if I can find a picture. I'm sure they're over at Mom and Dad's house, but I'm going to have to get a picture so I can show off that Halloween costume because it's one of the best. Let's see. Number 12 is favorite Thanksgiving food. Thanksgiving meals, to us, they're very traditional, like, turkey and, I don't really like stuffing, but my husband does, so I'll make some stuffing, mashed potatoes, mac and cheese, just carb loading your face. But my favorite thing, the one that I really look forward to every year, besides the pies, is sweet spiral-sized ham. That glazed ham that comes, if you get it at the grocery store, it comes in the bright red cellophane. I love that. Not only that, it's great for leftovers because I can make, you do it with the mac and cheese or leftover mashed potatoes or sandwiches. It is just great. For some reason, turkey I kind of get sick of after a while, but ham I never get tired of sweet ham. So sweet ham. All right, number 13 is sweaters or scarves. And if anybody in my, not my YouTube life, but my actual life knows me, I love pullover sweaters. I have like a really big collection of all kinds of sweaters that I just absolutely love, from Disney to ugly Christmas sweaters and stuff like that. Personally also because, I live in Texas and it's hot and it's cold. It's like Weather by Sybil around here. Sybil, another good Halloween movie. If you haven't seen that, please go watch it. It is about a girl who has multiple personality disorders. So that's a really good movie. So Weather by Sybil, so I like to dress in layers. So if you see me and I have a sweater on, chances are I have a t-shirt and a tank top underneath that sweater, okay? So sweaters, love sweaters. Number 14 are woolly socks or slippers. It would have to be slippers, hands down, no questions asked. I love the fact of a nice comfortable slipper that's, fuzzy, or even maybe one that looks like a little ballerina shoe or a little ballet flat. The fact that I can, I know this is gonna sound weird, but the fact that I can go off-roading in it is awesome. You're hanging around your house and all of a sudden, oh no, I gotta check the mail. You're already wearing your slippers. You can go ahead and go outside. If you wear your woolly socks, their chances are they can be very itchy, especially if you're allergic to wool. Even if not, they're just itchy. And they tend to, you get sweaty feet. At least with slippers, you can kind of take them off. And if you go outside in your woolly socks, you're gonna get them wet or you're gonna get them dirty and stuff like that. And, nobody needs that. Plus, you can get yourself a really bad static electricity shock with woolly socks. So, slippers, hands down. And last question, guys, so sad when these end, is favorite fall tradition. And I have two. One tradition that I love, and it comes on TV, and hopefully y'all can watch it or maybe even stream it online, is Halloween Wars. It comes out on Food Network, and it's basically a pumpkin carver, a pastry chef, and a sugar artist all getting together to make these wonderful, huge Halloween displays. And they can be cute or they can be creepy, but I love that show. It is the best show. It's on an hour, and I look forward to it every October, and it's never let me down since. I've seen some really, really cool things being made on that show. And then my other tradition is that as soon as it's fall, the last week of maybe even September, or no, I'm sorry, August or something like that, The spirit store comes to town. Yay! And if anybody here is from America, they know how amazing the spirit store is. It is basically wall-to-wall Halloween. Costumes, candy, buckets, animatronics, decorations, pumpkin carving kits, anything that is Halloween, you can find at that store. And you can also find it for a pretty darn good price too. I really wish that store was open all year round because, you know, sometimes you have costume parties in the middle of the year, or like, you know, some people like to have themed birthday parties, and stores like that are amazing. I really wish it was open all year round. And that's the end of this tag, guys. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed answering it. And now it's time for me to tag somebody. And most of the people that have already done this tag have already tagged some of my friends, except for one at least. And I am gonna tag my two girls from Walt Life and Salt Life. So Walt Life, Salt Life, tag girls, you're it. I would love to see both of you answer these questions, and you know, just to compare and see like your traditions and all the things that that y'all look forward to in the fall. So thank you again, guys, for watching. Please like and subscribe. I have a Halloween snack tasting video coming up pretty soon. I got a Christmas unboxing coming up pretty soon. And in 50 days' time, if everything goes to plan, I should be getting the keys to my brand new house. So please like and subscribe. Lots of fun videos your way. And thanks a lot, guys. Bye.